Hey, this is Russ. I'm riding a different direction. If you watched the last video, this is kind of the continuation of that. Just riding the other direction, heading back from my ride around the 3-mile path. So yeah, we had some fun seeing the last video where they were burning up the entire path. Yeah, they have a controlled burn, get rid of some of the brush and things that have grown up over there. So I left the path because I didn't want to keep breathing that in. You could smell it throughout, and so it's kind of like smoke inhalation. I don't want to do that. I don't know how those guys do their job. You have to smell that all the time. So yeah, we're going in the opposite direction. We usually see me going to the paths, but you don't see me coming back from it. It's just a different feel sometimes. You know, you go a different direction, you kind of see things that maybe you didn't see before. So yeah, people have asked me, you know, are you using, you know, a camera on your helmet? And I go, no, the camera's mounted on my chest. This is a chest mount. I find that that's actually the better view because you can see the handlebars. You can sometimes read the speed and everything on there, and then you see what I see in front. The only thing is, you know, if I turn my head, you don't see what I'm seeing when I'm turning my head, but see if I can pass here. Thank you. Okay, that was kind of nice. They had matching bikes. They look like fold-up bikes. I don't know if they were electric or not, but I'll have to look at the footage a little closer when I get back. Yeah, that's the thing, you know, when you're riding with somebody, if you ride properly, you stay on the right side of the path, but then, you know, you don't see who you're riding. You can't talk to them. So that's why a lot of people buy those Sena helmets, S-E-N-A. They have communications on the helmet, so you can talk to each other. So even though one person's riding ahead of you or behind you, you can talk to them. You might be wondering whether I'm going to get that for my wife and me, but yeah, the answer will be no. Not that I don't want it. I don't think she'll let me spend the money. You know, if Rad sold that on their site, I would probably get it. Because I use the credits from Rad to buy the stuff. And since they don't, I'd have to pay full price on Amazon or something to get it. And I know my wife would not let me do that. You know, she says you spend so much money on e-bike stuff already, which is true. I think when she first asked me how much this bike was going to cost, I think I told her $16.99 or something. Of course, I forgot to tell her about the tax. I forgot to tell her about all the stuff I'm going to buy along with it. The rack, the baskets, the lights. All sorts of stuff that I bought already for this bike. I spent a lot of money on this bike, but to redeem myself, we got her a bike because you guys used my referral link in the description of all my videos, and that gave enough money for me to get her a bike. So now she can't really say a whole lot now, right? So was it worth getting the bike? Yeah, it was worth it for me to get the bike. I was able to expand my YouTube channel. I was able to fix my knee because of the bike. I got a bike for her in payment back for the bike for me. See how that works? Somebody said, happy wife, happy life, right? Yeah, well, the thing is she's not that big of a bike fan. So because of that, I don't know how happy she is to get one or not. But the fact is, it's hers, right? So she can do with it as she wants, go as often as she wants. Now she said that I could ride her bike if I want, but you know, I'm not gonna. I actually like my radrover. I like this bigger bike. It fits me better, and I'm more comfortable on it actually. So yeah, you won't be seeing me on her bike. Now, if she goes out with me and we decide to record some videos that way, then yeah, then we'll be riding together. But I doubt that she will be in the video. So if we do record something, it'll most likely be that thank you. So it most likely be that she will be riding behind me while I'm recording forward. Although she did tell me that she prefers to ride in front of me than behind me. I mean, I prefer that too, as a safety. I like to see her rather than having to keep looking in the rearview mirror to see if she's still there. So yeah, we got to work that kind of stuff out. You know, it's all new to us too. So anyways, my knees are doing better this year. I am pedaling and throttling, sometimes just throttling. I would say when I first got the bike, I was probably doing 70% pedaling and 30% throttling because I really wanted to get my knees better, and I knew that I had to work it. I will say this, I've gotten lazy over time, and I'm not doing that as much, which I really should. I know a lot of you guys pedal 100%, and I commend you for that. I don't do that, unfortunately. I should. I don't do it. I would say more often now I'm a 50-50 guy, because if you think about it, even if I pedal, a lot of times I'm throttling and pedaling. This is what eats up your battery, by the way, all right? Because when you throttle that thing and you hit it hard, you're doing the full 750 watts out of it. So, so really, you're eating up the battery. Now, what you really probably should be doing is using your pedal assist levels here, okay? Because like, for instance, if I hit pedal assist level 4, you'll see that it's using like 512 watts of power. That's better than the full 750. But there are times that I need a quick boost, like I just passed these guys here. I wanted a quick boost to pass them, so I'll hit the throttle and pedal at the same time, giving me the full 750 plus the pedaling. So I can move a lot quicker. I don't like the up and down with the mode button here. So how do I usually ride? I usually ride at pedal assist level 3, gear number 6. That's typically what I do. And you could play with your gear ratios here too, because you know, if you're spinning too fast, if you're noticing you're just moving too fast, instead of upping your pedal assists, you can just up the gear ratio if you wanted to. Move it up to 7 or something. Now here, we're going to be going up this thing here. You got to take that a little slower, making that turn. And then of course, slowing it down kind of ruins things for you. It slows you down and you can't get up the hill as easily. So that's when I'll let's go this way. That's when I'll hit the throttle to give me some boost as I'm going up and pedaling at the same time. Then I'll back off. You'll see that I'll take off the throttle. So yeah, for more often than not, pedal assist level 3, which they call, I don't know what they call that, normal? There's a name for it, I don't know what they call it. 3 and then gear 6 is what usually works best for me. Now that one time I go up a hill, there's one hill that I always have a hard time getting up on there. You could lower the gears to a lower gear so you're not pumping as hard, like it's really hard to turn. just drop it down. You don't go as fast, okay, but you're not suffering from the hard pedal either. So right now I'm on 5. I can feel it's easier. I'm spinning around a lot more, but I don't feel like there's a heavy resistance in my pedaling. Now going up a hill a little bit here, throttling it, that 5 feels like I'm just spinning around on the pedal too quickly, so I'll raise up to maybe 6 or maybe 7 even at that point. Let's turn over here. Okay, so as I head out of this parking lot area, that brings us to the street or the sidewalk. Now, this street is a shared street with bikes and with cars. So you can see painted on the street here is the little bike symbol. Cars should know that, but you can't always assume that they know. And I'll give a hand signal, turning right. Now these are things that I know most of you guys know, right? And I feel sometimes funny about mentioning things over and over to you guys. But if you've been with me for a long time, you hear me say the same thing sometimes. But you have to realize too, there's a lot of new people who find the Russ is Right channel and they don't know all this stuff. And some of the comments that I've had, people said that they appreciate the fact that I point these things out. So that's why I do it. Depending on which direction I'm riding, we could have heavy winds, we could have little winds. Right now I have some very heavy winds hitting up against me. So what I do, I'm just gonna move this thing up to pedal assist level 5. Gear number 7. So that'll keep me moving without fear of losing my speed. Now we're going to be approaching a stop sign. So for something like that, I would lower my gears because I know starting up on gear level 7, it's going to be really hard to pedal. So I'll drop it to 5 or 6. I'm going to do the 6. I'll make my stop. Well, my version of the stop. That is about it. And then I will hit the throttle immediately to get me moving again. So I'm pedaling and throttling. Here, let me angle down. You can see the pedals. I'm pedaling and throttling. And then when I feel comfortable, I've gotten a decent level, I can let go. Okay, now technically it is on pedal assist level 5, but that means I have to pedal to get that level. If I hit the throttle only, I don't have to pedal. It's going to get me up to that level. Does that make sense? So getting up from a dead stop, that's actually easier. So oftentimes I'll tell people, if you stopped at a stoplight and you need to cross the intersection, you're off of the bike, you're standing on the road, step up onto where you can sit, and then throttle. That'll move the bike forward for you, and it'll move it faster for you. All right, so this is a blinking red, so I had a car on the left. I waved to him to make sure he knew I was there and that I was going to cross. And so he did slow down to let me cross. Anyways, I think that's enough for this video. I appreciate you guys following along again. I still got a little whiles to go to get out of here, but I'm gonna call it a day. We've done a lot of videoing today. Anyways, if you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys next time.